So the road really is closed. Look at that. Welcome to Juta. I'm a bit overdressed, but I don't want the sun to start hitting me quite yet. So we've got to walk 3 kilometers down this road, and it's closed. They drop you off here. And it's closed because, well, the road kind of, I guess it's collapsed, and part of the road has disappeared. I think maybe just up ahead, I'm not going to guess the distance, maybe 1.5 kilometers, 1 kilometer ahead is Juta, which is the village that originally you would have been dropped off at. I think there's a hotel there. There's a nice hotel there called Five Senses, or I think that's the name. And when you open the window in the morning, you get the view. We can't really see the view yet, but we'll get there. 3 kilometers on this kind of road is not that bad. It's easy. Cars are not technically allowed to drive from Kazbegi to the village, but after the part of the road that's collapsed, there's cars waiting. I don't know how much, but they might be locals with cars who can take you the 3 kilometers to what I guess is Juta village. And there's some nice cafes and things like that, but the 3 kilometers is really not that bad. But I can see there's some Chinese tourists, and they've got young kids, and so you can get a taxi to take you, and then you can ride a horse, I think, and you really don't have to do so much walking yourself, I think. So Justa's down here. It's where we came from, and it's about 1 kilometer up, which 1 kilometer is not so bad, but you're walking up on some rocky trails, so a lot of people take horses. But I think I can see the money shot somewhere behind this hill. Look at that. Apparently, I think you can climb over that. There's a path. You see some people around here, and they have tents and stuff like that, or stuff for camping. But from here, you can walk about 3 or 4 kilometers to a lake in the mountains. So I'm going to try and find the lake. They said there's a river that you should kind of follow up, and in some places it's difficult to cross, and you might have to jump over it. I haven't seen a river yet, only a stream, but just keep heading forward, and it's probably not far. Three kilometers to the lake Chokiling, and then the pass is, we're not going to get to the pass today. And this hotel is called Fifth Season. It's not that expensive. It's about $150 a night, but the views are what you're paying for. The horses are quite friendly. It's not like I'm gonna give them food, but they're not afraid of me. But I'm a bit afraid of them. This is the other side of the hotel. Maybe these are rooms, I don't really know. But I see the river now. And it's... I can see why it's difficult to cross. I don't know how close we'll get to it. They said there's a place where you might want to cross. But yeah. Oh, maybe we can get a trail dog. They're friendly dogs. Found the river. I kind of see why people aren't crossing just anywhere now. One thing I want to do, if I can, is touch snow. I want to make a snowball. Now, obviously I'm not going to be able to climb up to the top where I can see the snow, but there looks like there might be patches lower down. So let's see if that's actually snow or if it's something else. Could be flowers. So it is ice. And now I have a choice. You can cross the river here and go to the right side of the river, or stay on the left. I'm not sure which I should do. I'm going to choose the left-hand side because I think that's the way up to the lake. And then I'm going to come back and cross the river and then check out the snow, the ice sheet. I don't know what it is. We'll see you later. About 2.5 hours in, 3 hours, and I think the green hut up there, wait, let me see. The green hut up there is where the lake is. So almost at the finishing line. Well, for this hike anyway. I still have to find some snow. That snow is a little bit too far up. Out that whichever way you go, you probably have to cross the river. Let's see if it's easier here. I think up here. It's not that far, but the cost of failure is quite high. Let's see. Can I just... Oh, it's cold. It's really cold. Really, really cold. But I think I could just walk across. Wait. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can just walk across. Okay, it wasn't that bad. That water's freezing. Really freezing cold. My feet are... and there's another one. Okay, so thank God there's a bridge here, if you can call it that. I'm not going any further, and the lake is on the other side. So let's cross this. Wow. Carefully. Path here is not so clear, and some of it's quite muddy, so you've got to be careful. Oh, here we go. lake in a minute. You know, on the way here, people were asking, can you swim in this lake? The water, like I put my feet in the water for 1 minute and my feet started going numb. And the travel company, the company that organizes the transfers, said I wouldn't. But I said I wanted to see snow. I found some snow. It's really strange because it's sunny and it's hot, but there's melting ice here and snow. Maybe there's a bit more up top. It's actually a little bit hard. It's compacted, so I don't think I can make a snowball from this. Does that count? Let's see. That's the lake. Someone trying to swim there. They didn't go down for more than a few seconds. Look how clear the water is. So including 2 stops, 1 stop for coffee, 1 stop to eat something. It took 3.5 hours to get to the lake. And I came up from, well, you can see the 5 senses in the distance, and we came up this way. And you have to cross maybe 4 rivers. There's an insect on my lens here. You have to cross 4 rivers. 2 of them are not so bad, but 2 of them are quite bad. I think actually on the way back we have to cross 1 too, but now compared with ones we've crossed earlier, it's relatively easy, I think. But on the other side, the side we came up, I didn't see any horses, and I think it's because the horses can't cross there. The water's too, it's too rocky, and I think this is the place they come. So we'll walk down on the other side and see if we can make more snowballs. See how long it takes. I bet 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So I'm back at the river that I was afraid to cross earlier, and I'm a bit worried that I have to cross it again now, because it's not a walk in the park, but I want to see this piece of snow because it was on the other side earlier and I couldn't get close, but now I can. Oh, it's muddy. Okay, now let's try and find out how to cross this river best. This crossing is quite difficult to pass, and there's some people coming up who I guess they got here later, and they asked me, because they see them coming down, they ask, do we have to cross that? And I said, you have to cross this, or later you're going to end up crossing another one. Either way, there's no good option. You're going to end up crossing these streams, so you're going to have to take off your shoes at some point. That was Juta Valley. I think I'm going to have to come back and do some of the other treks or hikes here. There's another place called Juta Valley. There's a glacier, all different kinds of places. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to come back here at some point.